Gaga, for God's sake. Hello, beautiful lady. How are you?
I'm great. How are you? You look beautiful too.
Thank you. As
really
do you. I can't keep up with everything, but I'm a bit of a Gaga stalker. I've picked my 3 favourite looks this week that you've got.
They're very diverse choices.
That's what I loved about them.
Thank you.
Today you are wearing this beautiful kind of shift dress. Can you wear undies with that dress, or is it a dangerous dress?
I'm actually not wearing any, to be honest. Well, I had some on, but there was like a real granny line occurring, and I just was, I thought I'd rather there be bush than granny line.
I had like knicker line thing, and then my friend was a stylist. She said, pull your knickers up your hips so that you don't have that line there because it'll make you look fat. So I was like,
you could not possibly look, but you know what? Everyone needs to just totally rebuke any of that information. You couldn't possibly look fat. You're so cute.
Oh,
I should never ever think about that.
Oh, thank you. I wouldn't be brave enough to go with no knickers though, because if you're wearing a skirt, I would just think, oh my god, imagine you just like sat the wrong way, you got a bit comfortable, and someone looked right up your skirt. And we're like,
yeah, well, I mean, everyone's seen like every inch of me, so I
love that about you, Gaga. You're so free and you're so like comfortable. I need to get like you. Those looks.
Yes.
Do you know what I loved about them? And you can tell me a little bit about each look. Is it's so different, but equally, I feel like it shows like you as a woman, like all your different sides. Can we start with the checkered shirt?
Yeah.
That like dressed down, casual, swagged out Gaga.
Yeah, that's a Saint Laurent flannel, and Eddie Slimane, he shot the Fame Monster album cover, so he's been my friend for years and years, and I was praying that he would return to design, and he did. So, I just really love the shirt, actually, and I wear them all the time. I wore these shirts a lot making the album because, actually, I wanted the music to tell this more of this avant-garde visual story. So I wanted to wear stuff when I was working that was a lot more sort of like a canvas.
I like it because you know what? It just looks so like I don't need to make effort and I can still look banging.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, the hat says "Dope" on it, which is a song that's coming out from the album, and I wear those shoes like every day. And actually, that backpack. will.i.am designed that for me as a gift after we made our song Fashion together.
That is so cool.
So I was going into rehearsal and I was really focused, and that's it. I was feeling not crazy that day.
But it's good because it just shows that you have those days as well where we will do a hoodie and be like, I call it a fat day where I do a hoodie. You do the checker shirt and the killer heels that I don't know how you work walking, because I sure couldn't. The other two.
Yes.
Quickly talk us through them before I play applause.
Okay. Well, I guess the one in the middle, this is the big hat that I wore leaving Graham Norton. Mm-hmm. I was very, very excited to receive this from Louis Vuitton. This is Marc Jacobs' last piece that he designed before he left.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So it's really an honor for me to be wearing it. And I'm always laughing when I hear people say, oh, your hat was so big. How did you get in that car? And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, do you even know who designed this hat and why? But, I really, the paparazzi here have been so, so nice to me and have been very excited and very warm about all of the outfits. So I really only wear the best stuff when I feel like it's safe.
Did you see the naughty shot though that they got?
Yeah, but
they got the side boob, but the side boob was good. So
it's my own fault for bending over, isn't it?
I could sit with you all night and talk clothes and just do makeup. It'd be so much fun. Let's play applause, and we're going to come back, and I have to talk to you about the new R. Kelly track.
Yes, thanks.
It's become my soundtrack of every morning.
Good.
When I get up. My housemate is like, Max, you're a freak. You play this song every day.
Good. Good.
This is Capital. We're live all across the UK. I'm Max. Later on the show, we have Tiny Temper Lord and the beautiful Taylor Swift. Right now, though, it's all about Lady Gaga. All right, Gaga, I'm so excited. Art Pop, the album, is around the corner. Are you excited?
Yes, I am. I get kind of sad, actually, also, because it's a place where I put a lot of my pain. And then all of a sudden it's gone, and it gets put into charts and people start to criticize it, and it can be kind of daunting because even though I don't care about those things, meaning it doesn't affect what I'm making, I really hope that with this album that I inspire people to have a more joyful experience with music and with art, and to have more of a respect for the artists and stop harassing us, because, you know, we're really here just to make you happy. So, you know, those images, like the dope image, you know, like we didn't intend for it to be, but when we were photographing it, we all looked at it and we were like, oh my God, that's Michael, you know, and that song is about my drug problems over the years. So, you know, it's sometimes I feel like we push it too far and then we end up losing people that are really, really special. And I'm not saying that I'm like him at all. And I'm not saying that anyone in history was ever like him. I'm just really sort of just showing you something that occurred while we were listening to the music, and that photograph naturally happened, and we all said, wow, that's what we're trying to say. Why does anyone have to be a legend after they die? Why do we harass them until the end? Why can't we just love them while they're living? And so he's kind of smiling in this very bare moment, and the scars on the legs, and it's not masculine or feminine, and it's not human really. It's just showbiz, and it's kind of terrifying.
I'm so glad you explained the scars, because I was thinking about it all properly. That's what I love about you. You're fearless and you do what you want to do. Please stay like that, because that's what makes you wonderful, and we love playing your music.
Well, you too. Do what you want.
So guys, it's Lady Gaga. Gaga. I know we're talking loads of visuals. Okay, you've got these 3 new tracks that I love. Venus, beautiful. Dope, epic. I love the grill, everything. Do what
that is not a grill.
What is that? Is that just some big dirty teeth?
It's like, yeah, it's just a bracelet made of teeth that I put into my mouth.
Well, that's like a new interpretation of a grill.
I guess
cooler version.
I guess you see what you choose to see. No, it was not.
Can we talk about Do What You Want With My Body? Ass shots. This is amazing. I saw this and I was like, oh my God, Gaga and R. Kelly. How the hell did this happen? So working with him, was it just like why did you want to work with him?
Well, I live in Chicago now sometimes, and that's where he hails from. And I was living there, still am living there, so I became really influenced by Chicago music. Plus, Do What You Want just kind of naturally became an R&B song.
It's such a sexy track though.
Thank you, but like that wasn't the intention.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, like I just wrote what felt best for that groove.
Yeah.
And then after I wrote it with everyone, I sort of sat down and said, you know what, I just really want it to be good, and I really feel like if we're going to make a great R&B song, I don't necessarily make R&B music all the time, and I wanted it I wanted to know that it was good.
It was good.
And so I called R. Kelly because, you know, he knows if it's good. He's like the king of R&B, and he's really, really supremely talented. And, you know, it for me was exciting because after he sang on it, you know, like I redid my vocals, I pushed myself further, and our voices, you know, the way that we sound together, it's just...
It works, and you wouldn't naturally put you two together, but it works so well that I can't wait for the video. I'm expecting something quite special, quite sexy, quite raunchy with you two.
We haven't shot it yet, but, you know, raunchy is not really what I do. And it's, like, not the intention, really. And actually... with that picture, you know, I think you're going to be quite surprised when you see the video after seeing that. Yeah, okay. Because, you know, I think that the point of that picture for me and Terry Richardson is like it's just an ass.
Yeah,
and you're buying,
but I think that's the thing
an ass.
You do that. Well, I said this to you before when I spoke to you before iTunes. Is you're one of the few people that even when you have nudity, you kind of have an artistic way of doing it where people don't just think this is slack. There's actually something around it which is quite pretty.
But it's actually not like necessarily like. Nobody's going, oh, we have to make sure that it's, you know, means something.
Yeah.
My intention behind it runs to the core of the song. Okay. And the song is called Do What You Want With My Body. Yeah. So I gave you a piece of my body. And what I like about that photo in relation to it is you kind of feel like you actually are having sex with me while you're looking at it. Because it's sort of from a weird angle, you know.
It's a great angle for you. It works.
Well, but it's not necessarily like a flattering, dead on. You know what I mean. Like it's like you have to think about the perspective of it, and it really will change maybe the way that you we about this.
I'm now thinking worse things that I probably shouldn't.
Well, you just said that. You
just said that everyone.
It's pop music.
We are all having sex with Lady Gaga. Okay, I want you to look at this. I'm going to tweet it right now at Capital Official, and imagine you're that close to Gaga.
Why not?
Do you want to introduce it right now? I'm playing it on Capital.
Hi, this is Lady Gaga, and you're listening to my new single, Do What You Want, featuring R. Kelly. So I'd really like it if everyone today would do what you want to do and what no one else tells you to do here on Capital FM. Yeah.